right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Friday, the 4th of April, getting ready to take down a whole bunch of Chardonnay tonight. That's right, drinking on a holiday. That's what we do here at the Wine Watch, and also can offer you a great value here for this holiday weekend. Hope you guys are all having a good time with family, friends, and drinking a lot of great wines. And one of the few places in the world you can still find vintage wine. That's right, some of these wines, current releases from the winery, a fraction of the cost of other places. Spain still produces some of the world's greatest wines in the most famous wine-producing region, Rioja. Some of the greatest values you can find, like this wine from Bodegas Riojanas, an old-school winery here in Rioja. These guys have been around since 1890. A long time, family-owned, and deep-rooted tradition here of making Rioja. They get 300 acres of vines, so a lot of vineyards here as well. You know, back in the day, they didn't own vineyards in Rioja. They bought fruit, but that helps control the quality of the wine, and we've had these wines at our vintage Spanish tasting. Tempranillo, which the Monte line is 100% Tempranillo. They also use Mazuelo and Graciano. They have some big vineyard holdings, both of these varietals as well. In the other line, the Vina Albina, and both of these lines outstanding. The Monte a little bit more fresher fruiter. They call it a little more, new world, but this is an old world style winery, folks. They still go by that old nomenclature, Crianza, Reserva, and Gran Reserva, although they do hold the wines longer than required by law. Crianza, I believe, is only 6 months. They're 18 months for this entry-level wine. The 2009 vintage Monte $9.75. Wine's got 6 years in the bottle now also, and classic Rioja, kind of dried meats, a little exotic spice there, light red berry fruit, wild strawberries, a little bit coconut and dill from the American wood there, smooth red berry fruit on the tongue, and nice freshness. One of the things Tempranillo is deceptively ageable because of its lack of resistance to oxidization, and just that wonderful acidity, that freshness that is required for wines to age. This is an entry-level wine, but drinking already very nicely right now, and a really good little value at $9.75. We got the 06 Monte Reserva, which is aged for 24 to 30 months. Reserva by law only has to be aged for 1 year, then a year in the bottle. This wine, classic Rioja as well, a little more cigar, tobacco. This wine's got a little more age to it, some smoke, some light strawberry fruit here. A round and smooth wine on the tongue. Still has some tannins. Maybe a little bitter at the end. This wine needs a little bit of steak or something. A little baby suckling lamb to go with would be beautiful. And then we've got the 06 Vina Albina Reserve, and we've got the 98 vintage Monte the 2001 vintage Vina Albina, which that's most excellent juice now, 15 years old almost. A blend of Tempranillo, Mazuelo, and Graciano, showing a little bit of evolution, that dried meat, the dark spices, that cocoa, that coconut, the wild strawberry fruit showing on the nose, smooth and silky. This wine's got lovely structure here, some nice brown spices, fine herbs, and some evolution, but still good freshness. You could keep this wine another 10, 20 years. I think it was the 78 we had in one of our vintage Spanish tastings, still fantastic. But check it out, all the wines we've got from this classic Rioja property, Bodegas Riojanas. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.